Hello and welcome to CathyDslayt's website and the SRC4U Zoom call. To access the Zoom call, where it says click here and remember this password. We're going to allow, type in the password, and then join the call. Cathy has opened the room. We're going to join without video.
I was reading a book. Remember, we're doing reality. Our focus this week is reality, really interpreting it in a way that is enlightening, because we see that we've been programmed really from birth. So I was reading, if I can show you this, if y'all can see it. Are y'all there still there?
Raise it up. Yeah. Raise it higher. Intuition by design. Okay.
Yeah, I bought it at a little used bookstore. I can't tell you it's going to be all that revealing, except for one thing he mentions. This is a guy who was totally left-brained and ended up going to a conference where he met people who do acupuncture and all these other things, and that opened him up. And then that led him to meet this guy by the name of Malcolm Ray. And Malcolm Ray this is, I don't know how far back, had designed the images and the graphics for all of the homeopathics. And he had them on little cards. And so I went to Scribe and saw that Scribe has these cards. And I spent the day loading them up. Now, what I'm going to do with this, here it is. I'm going to show you what we've got, and then we're going to scan and see what we want as a group. I think what I'm going to do now also is learn how to share these myself and just share this type of thing with those who come to these calls. So, because you won't know what to do with them otherwise. If a person just pulled them up, it would make no sense. But these are the scans. We've got mental vitality, blood. I just want to give you an idea. Canine blood. I know already these images are very powerful. And so that's how our brain operates, is through images. Headaches, all forms, light, neutralize all kinds of air pollution in all levels, eliminate resistance to radionic therapy. There are some people that nothing works, and we need to get to the root of that. This is in reference to miasms. Money magnet, morphogenic field. That's apparently what the animals can see. Multi-protection card, negative people. What's this one up here? Neutralize.
You put this on Scribe?
It's on Scribe. Yeah, if you go into Scribe, it's there, and then you can. What I did, you just go in, you click to the right, and copy the image, and go ahead and load it into your SRC any way you want.
What's the name of it?
Malcolm Ray's cards. And so,
sorry to interrupt you.
No, I'm glad you did. That's what I'm hoping. Those of you who have Scribed, and what has happened, I went ahead and, of course, load us up for these things. I always test to see if we want the scan first. And it's been very interesting so far. Anybody I've tested wants this scan, and they want one of these. And I'm going to at least scan us today to see what we're asking for. You're familiar with the other work we do anyway, which we'll do as much as the Scribe. Zoomed let us, do it together. Otherwise, it'll be done anyway. But you can get an idea, and I'm only on page 23, so I won't go down the whole list, but it's very exciting what he has to offer in here. And if you have Scribe, I will put the list, or I'll email each of you the list. Of course, I made a list to scan, and let's scan it right now for us, but you get the idea of what's here.
Right.
And some of them are just blurry, and we're not going to get them, but I'm not going to complain about that. Out of, hundreds of these images, we have enough to work with. So let's pull up.
I wonder if you still have the energy of the image that you can't pull up.
What's that?
I wonder if just by putting the words in, you'd still have the energy of that image.
As powerful as the words are, I would imagine that we could.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go in, and I'm not going to even ask about a name image because we're going to have an image anyway. So that, to me, if anyone is upset about what's going on in Washington or in the country, learn something new. You're aware of it, now move forward and get those neurons in the brain moving closer together so we can solve some of these problems. So let's get our list up here.
Now we just start praying for the country.
What's that?
Now we just pray for the country.
We have to, not just the country, but the families, Trump's family, in my opinion, I'm praying for that. There is active talk about, and from some high-level politicians, wanting to get even with the Trump supporters. Have you all seen that?
Oh, yeah.
So let's have it as an awareness, and then let's just pray, and it's in God's hands. Where are we?
Yep. It will be done.
All right, I can't find. Hold on a second. There we are. Yeah, because I'll tell you, I was so angry and over a variety of things that I actually registered demonic attack. And that, when we get that upset, our voltage lowers. And we just can't have it. So whatever you need to do to distract yourself is going to be a positive, as long as it's something positive you're doing. So let's see what we're calling for here. Excel is moving a little slow. Come on.
So we're just seeing you, Cathy, so.
Oh, you're not seeing a screen?
No, ma'am.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do the scan since I'm in here and tell you what comes up, and then we'll have to reboot because I want you to see this. So this is what I like to do, and everybody can make their own choice. But, and this is such a long one. Let's make a little room here. I like to see where we want this. I have loaded them all up in the supercharger, and but we can take that, as you know, from any and put it anywhere we want. Helps if you can spell. Yeah. I'm just putting initials. And it can't go wrong anywhere you are, the P4 or whatever. And we actually do resonate with receiving this in the P4. Also, the acupuncture. Well, let's go ahead and do that. And the way they're loaded, I go down to supercharger files, and now I have to refresh my memory exactly how it was worded. Ritual 217. I don't know if I added that way or not. Let's see. But I called them all Malcolm Ray. Let's see. There it is. All right. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to copy that while I've got it. Let's open it. There it goes. We've got it in our P4. And let's go ahead and save it. And let's just focus on that. So do we want to preserve a theme? We just want our good old wonder click. Let's just see right now, and I'll start this, and then let's go load it in the acupuncture also. I think I don't have it. All right. See what kind of symptoms. So we've got liver. Remember, we've been asking for a lot of work with the liver. Mass defense mechanisms. 19 hours. And then, okay, so some habits. Maybe it's time for some habits to change. Throwing our gut off a little bit. What's this? Oh, sheesh. Here we go. Just remember, all subtle, coming from the field. We're talking a lot about virus, so that thymus tap. Okay, that's an interesting thing. Talking about our words to found are actually talking about an over-the-counter drug, which maybe I should share this with you. Aleve, I learned today from another friend, causes boils. So her husband has been having quite a bit of trouble with pain related to that. And this is what his doctor has had him taking. It's also, she says, inoxypotent. And he has been in tremendous pain and finally did his own research and learned that. So you might want to watch those over the counter. So that's where we are with that. Now we can go on in. Let's see. Yeah, we have a little time still. So let's just do the short scan here for clearing. Stop. You see our overall theme with this, we got to change some habits. I know, true for me. So we're looking at coherence, which is the flow of our brain waves. That's our major clearing request today. And then let's go on down to the general options. Vicki is still, or at least yesterday when I talked to her, still finishing touches on the manual, which I swear I'm never going to touch again. It'll go right up on the site. And with this, you'll be able, if this is what interests you, the idea is to change it your own way. And it's on Word, so you can add and take off as you choose. Because when the right brain kicks in, you're going to get a lot of ideas. So we're looking at body parts, conflict involving elemental options. Help me remember this as we go down. Gland. And system. Well, so somebody help me remember all this. In a minute. Ordinarily, I would write this all down, and I did not. I believe we had conflict involving next, right?
Yes.
Okay. We are asking for a lot today of drop downs. And did we go to gland next?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Was it
And then systems.
Pardon me?
Then systems.
Systems.
Also have elemental options.
Oh, it was. I didn't hear that one.
Huh, okay, let's add it. And since we have, so usually when there are so many categories, it's not a bad idea to see if you can get a little more information. So this gives you an idea. A lot of it is little, doesn't sound significant many, but look at their wind, for example. So you might want to go in here and test that. Copy that so we can put it in the QiGong, but let's just look at the amount of stress.
What was that? That's
Wind, which is really the Chinese term for, any kind of moving pathogen.
but 31 to 1. So
yeah. So in other words, we lowered it, and it, again, this is so subtle, and it's working with the energy in our fields, and that's what our fields are responding with. That, to me, that's not a real high number because we always have, some pathogens. But I figure, what does it hurt to clear it? And so, for example, here's torso. Torso comes up a lot for us. So let's look in here and see.
Would wind be classified as prana?
No. Wind, prana is the good stuff. Wind would be like what we would consider bacteria, virus, that kind of thing. And when you really look at okay, that's significant. So we know now we need a little bit more stress management on that. And another thought, though, if you really get into this quantum stuff, there is nothing negative because it awakens. How do I want to put this? Sometimes we can choose to go up a notch or down a notch. It can awaken some abilities you didn't realize. So, in other words, we might have some, say, liver inflammation that teaches us a lesson if we choose to accept it. Let's see if we want Pro Tools. And I remember I have that new cocktail too. Hold on. Yeah, we do want Pro Tools for torso, so let's go in here. Let's just put stress related to torso. And while that's running, we are still mediating. Look at this. We're down to a 1. We started at a 10. We're down to a 1, which may be, symbolic of core. Feeling self-worth and self-love is my constant inner state. Look at that. 6.72 is pro, and the 10.836 is con. So we're taking 42 minutes. So we're still working on these things, and we will succeed with it. Okay, so we want to work with the mediator again, and the elemental scanner. So let's, for today, just do the elemental scanner. And let's see what elements come up. Let's see what we've got, as long as we have to keep looking. Earth and metal elements. It could be stomach and large intestines. Our chi is way down, so you see that little register there. Chin. So now it's going to balance out, and it'll give us a scan time. Let me show you the other. This. We're asking a similar thing. Now we came from this one up from 1 to 10. We're up to 8. But look at this again. Many of these have been done multiple times. Again, it won't happen if we don't accept it, if we don't choose to resonate with it. And this is the one I quickly absorbed the energy needed for my highest good. So put that in. What's happening is this is inverting any negative energy. We're doing real well. Now the fire element didn't pop up like it could have. That would be heart and small intestine. Let's see what we've got now. Okay, so we've got a scan of 4 minutes. So, okay, so we've got some ideas here. Any ideas from anybody else?
No, that's a lot.
Well, I'm real excited about these images, and I'm going to learn got to transfer them myself. But that's not going to happen until next week. I don't have Vicky coming Thursday. And so that'll be Monday. I'll figure it out. Or those of you that are on Scribe, it's absolutely no problem. Just go into Scribe and start downloading.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, I don't know if we have time or not. I'll demonstrate another one tomorrow. I'm going to go for a while just scanning these for us on a regular basis.
I was trying to find it. I'm not being able to find it. Is it a book or a...
It's a document. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get to it.
And I'll also go out on the internet and search.
Yeah, here it is. Okay, this is it right here. If I can get up to it. Cards of Malcolm Ray, and that it'll be in the document section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I'll go out on the internet, and if I can find it, I'll post it where the
oh, that's great.
The cocktails are.
Yeah. And I will post the list you can scan, because that may be a way I can show you some of these. We're talking, this is a 7-page list. This is all these cards. And
wow,
it's quite interesting. And it gets your mind off other things in a more positive direction. Look at this one. Transmute all negative thoughts and evil influences to love. Will to live. I have a friend who's had a long-term illness, and I've worked with her. It's got to be going well over 10 years, and it always came up with negative energy of some sort. I referred her to that Nina lady that I think I've mentioned. That is, she has a gift. She has an SRC also. She has a gift of hearing that type of thing. We've gone on and on and on and on and on and on. And so I started scanning her for this, and this is the one he wanted. And this apparently inverts dark energy, and she's asking for 24 hours in the QiGong. It's highly unusual to have someone ask for 24 hours in QiGong. So anyway, just some thoughts. Look at this. Eliminate all types of mold on all levels. Expel all negative entities from all subtle bodies. Intense white light. Look at this. Remove all blocks to prosperity on all levels. Remove detrimental effects of HARP. So all kinds of things. And I'll send this to Joanna, and that list will be in the back also. So anyway, that's it for today, I guess.
That's good. Thank you, Cathy.
Everybody have a wonderful day, and we're going to get through these things. We're going to have some gifts revealed to us that may not have been revealed before. At least how I'm going to look at it.
Yep, that sounds like a good way to look at it.
Okay, well, you guys have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.
Thank you for joining CathyDslaght on her SRC4U Zoom call for January 20th, 2021. We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well.